Good afternoon, friends. It's Sunday, and we just took all of our Christmas decorations back out to the barn. Three giant totes, a medium-sized tote, a great big cardboard box with a Christmas tree inside, and a couple of smaller, lighter boxes and a wreath. So anyway, Christmas is put away for now. And I'm here to see this tape machine back here. This is my original stereo reel-to-reel tape deck. Bought it at Service Merchandise, I think probably in 1982, maybe 83, early in 83, I can't remember, and that's not going to help me. Anyway, I've still got a tape from 1985, May of 1985, from the Servants of the Cross, which was a church group down in the Brunswick area, Brunswick-Topsham area. They put on a special Easter program, very spiritually deep Easter program that they recorded, and they wanted me to make cassette tapes of it. Well, this isn't the original tape. They made a bigger, more professional tape, which I then took to a lady's house who had equipment, which we eventually had. She loaned it to us and made a copy on here, and then made cassettes from here. Back in the 80s, cassettes were the big deal. We had a recording studio from 1984 to 2001 to 2002, until my hearing went bad on me. And we did a lot of stuff. Yeah, but anyway, I'm here to tell you, technology, all technology is transitional. Lately, I've been copying VHS videotapes, great big bulky things, not high quality video or audio, I have a new little gadget that Thelma bought me for Christmas. This is a Porta, Portta CHR101. It has audio video inputs, HDMI output, so I can run it to a monitor, which I have a small monitor, and then you just plug in a flash drive in the end of it like that, and it takes audio video from a VCR, which I have a VCR downstairs, and puts it directly onto a flash drive. A 2-hour tape, which if this was full it would be 2 hours, takes up about 7 gigabytes of space on this SanDisk flash drive. I'm an archivist apparently. So now I've broken into the VHS market with the help of this. I've used this a lot over the last few days. And VHS, you can get the compact VHS, which you need an adapter for, which adds another whole mechanical layer, which I think this makes the tape machine work a little harder. The VCR works a little harder. Because anyway, there's more mechanics and only 30 minutes of tape, and they're not fun to work with. That's the only one I have left that a friend wants me to do. I've got a whole box of VHS tapes down here that she'd like to have me go through eventually. And most people, they take a 2-hour tape like this and they put about a half an hour on it, and they pack it away. And so a lot of these only have like a half hour on them. Anyway, we went from this to cassette. Before we were done, we weren't making, but we were sending tapes out to have CDs made, because CDs were the big rage coming into, into the late 90s, the mid to late 90s, even the late 80s. Digital was coming around, and I didn't want digital until I was forced to admit that, it's pretty good. And we got a digital camera, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so now I'm in the process of digitizing. I'm not going to digitize this probably, although that might be fun to listen to. I haven't heard it for 40 years. So might be fun to listen to. The tape machine still works. I had it out last year. I just brought it in from the barn. It's got to warm up. I've got a friend, extended family, who has some tapes that he would like to have me digitize, put on CD for him, which that's what I'll do. And I can use this little gadget for that. I think I'm going to do this. We have a digital recorder, a 16-track digital recorder that we use when we're recording live music, Thelma's music. Anyway, it's transitional. Talk to you later.